Happy Pandemic Friday to you. Happy Pandemic Friday to you. Happy Pandemic Friday to you. Stay home, stay safe, wear a mask, I love you. Hi guys, happy Friday. We made it to Friday. Yay for us. Go ahead and put your mental health number in the comments. I'm gonna go with like a 7.5 today. I feel like my excitement is tempered from yesterday because it's the day of, and I just feel like there's a lot riding on my emotional health. Tonight needs to go well. Good morning, Miss Andrea. How are you? For those of you who don't know, it's Cantina night in our house, which is kind of a big deal every night or every week. On Friday, we have a special night with the kids where we eat outside, we let them have a soda, we do a little bit of a special dinner, we watch a movie together. Last week it didn't go so well. So, hi Lori from Indiana, how are you? Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Karen. How is everyone? Karen's an 8. Happy Friday. No shame if you are not a high number. It's okay. Thank you, Karen. Karen likes my earrings. I want to say these are Walmart. Don't quote me on it. Many years old though, so I don't know that I would go to Walmart looking for them right now. So, happy. Good morning, Miss Kim. How are you? It's Friday and a day off. She's an 8. I love it. High five. Good morning, Pamela. So, yeah, last week was a little bit of a hot mess. I think it was our 9th or 10th Cantina night, and it was stormy, and dinner didn't go as well as it could have, and everybody was whiny and cranky, and it was rough. It was rough, and I bailed. I went walking with a friend instead of enjoying my family. I mean, I didn't bail at dinner. I bailed for the movie. But anyway, apologies all around. We all survived it. Not everything is, perfect. A 6 from Battle Creek, Michigan. Yeah, that's true, Andrea. And I think absolutely everything that's in the news has definitely tempered my joy for the day, right? I try not to watch the news too much, but one, we have to stay at least moderately informed, and two, it's hard to avoid, and it's sad. It sucks. But anyway, we're not going to focus on that today. I just have to trust that you guys are all going to be good citizens and good people and treat people with respect and kindness and step in when and where necessary and just be good people. I need that from you guys, okay? And I am going to assume that you are all, because you would not be here with me and bringing your joy and light to this morning, every morning with me if you were not good people. So I'm just going on that premise. Good morning, gorgeous Carrie. 8, high five. Christine's an 8. I love it. Look at this. Carrie's an 8, Christine's an 8. Good morning, Robin. School is out. Yeah, so I am excited to tell my kids that they're getting summer break. They do not know this yet. Super exciting. We're going to drop off some fun care packages this afternoon. Yeah, good stuff. I'm pretty excited about all of it. Good morning, Beverly from Tulsa. Yes. Let's make it a good morning. Let's make it a good day. Let's make it a good weekend. Let's spread joy. Let's give if we can give. Right? Let's do our very, very best. Sorry, hold on. Just doing this little stuff over here that Facebook makes me do. And we're just about done. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you do so. Mama Loves Food on Facebook. Beverly says, sprinkle kindness around. Girl, I think we need to, fire hose kindness right now. Like, just everywhere. Just everyone needs some kindness right now. Good morning, Lori. How are you? Good morning, Linda. Okay, so, like I said, I'm like 7.5 maybe. It's Cantina night. We're doing subs tonight. I don't know if I mentioned this tomorrow. Did I mention this tomorrow? Did I mention this yesterday that we're doing subs tonight? I'm pretty excited. I was able to get, also, I feel like I need to mention, because last week I did shit on Instacart a little bit, with the caveat that I've been using them for years and I love them and I recommend them, and I can give you, I do have a, I think I have a referral code if you guys want it for money off your first order. Linda's a 10. What? But I did have a little bit of a hard time with Instacart last week, right? So I complained about it. My groceries were not delivered in the best shape. They were defrosted. They were just basically strewn about my front porch. I wasn't thrilled. It was the first time I've ever had to give a low rating. It's the first time I ever lowered a tip because I'm a very good tipper. I did not do a 0 tip, but I did do a lower tip than I had intended. And here we go. So yeah, I have to tell you, redeemed this week. I got the best Instacart order. My shopper was communicative. You know, obviously they didn't have everything I ordered. We have a pretty good solid meat restriction going on near us. Okay, here we go. $10. This is for $10 off your first Instacart order if you're a new shopper. I just put it in the comments. Oh, Kim, I'm sure it was very rough. I can't even imagine being part of it during the initial shutdown. And I would say we've had very, very good orders. I've had a few, like, I'm like, eh. Last week was my first and hopefully only, like, legitimately not good order. And I had to throw away several things, unfortunately, because they were just defrosted and no good. But this week, 100% redeemed. My shopper was amazing. My shopper was communicative. He did start shopping really early, but he must have had like the super insulated bags or something, or you know, one of the coolers that's plugged in, because my stuff was cold. It was beautifully packed. I mean, better than I've ever seen. Like, he did it in, I think, 4 or 5 bags total, which is unreal because I'm shopping for a family of 7 for a whole week of food. You know, all the frozen stuff was piled together neatly. It was like Tetris. It was beautiful. It could not have come at a better time too, because if last week's order had come this week, it would have been a disaster, because we had what was literally the biggest storm of the entire year, possibly of like the last 365 days yesterday. The lightning and thunder were coming simultaneously. It was crazy, and I was trying to bring the groceries in during it, and I was able to do so, you know, quickly and easily because they were so well sorted. And I've never, like, this guy was magic. I wish he could request I wish I could request you know, shoppers, because I would take this guy every single time. He was fantastic, no complaint. So anyway, I just wanted, you know, I gave them a little bit of a hard time last week, so I wanted to reiterate that I do love Instacart. They have completely redeemed themselves. I was really, really thrilled with my order. 5 stars all the way. Nice big tip. And so yeah, yay! And I was able to get our subs, our sub bread, and our lunch meat. So I hope the kids are excited about, you know, make your own subs tonight. We'll see. I'm trying to keep it a little bit different on Fridays. Carrie says we're going to crash Cantina night when we corona restrictions lets us come to the States. I love it, Carrie. I love it. Carrie is a personal friend, by the way, guys. I love you all, but please don't crash my house. Unless you know me and we've talked. Anyway, so let's talk about links. Links. All right, today's foodie link is Icebox cake. It is a super amazing, ooh, what just happened? Sorry, wrong link. Icebox cake. So it's really, really easy to make. It's kind of like an ice cream cake. You make it with Cool Whip and cookies and chocolate syrup, and you can put M&Ms in it, and it's so good. And there's lots of bajillion variations. This is my personal way I do it. It's delicious. It's one of my kids' favorite things in the whole world. We always make it at the beginning of summer. I'm gonna make it this week, next week, because I forgot I didn't order Cool Whip. I'm gonna make it next week, but super, super, super yummy. I cannot say enough good things about it. It doesn't freeze solid, which is so nice. Like, you can cut right into it. You don't have to let it thaw like you do normal ice cream cakes. And even though it's made with Cool Whip, it has more of an ice cream quality because you dip the cookies in milk, and it all kind of just combines together to get this magical, yummy goodness. So that is that. So good. Make it on air. Maybe, Linda. I'm not promising, but it might happen. That would be a good one to make on air. I actually think we have made that one on air before, if I'm not mistaken. Kelly, if she watches this later, maybe can find a link for that. What else? Okay, so next thing, I actually put this link in yesterday's live, and I forgot to talk about it, but I feel like it's very relevant. My girlfriend Erin, My girlfriend Erin recommended this to me, this float repair tape. So it is, thank you, Miss Kim. It is summertime, which means we all have pool floats and ocean, you know, beach floats and, you know, blow up pools and all that fun stuff. And what do? They pop. They always pop. They pop immediately because our kids jump in them and they roughhouse and they bring sharp toys in and they pop. So, you know, they always come with those patch kits, which are kind of terrible. Anyway, Erin recommended this float repair tape that is true magic. We've already used it to repair a few of our floats. Good stuff. It's like Gorilla Glue, but it's tape. And you just smack it on, let it cure, and then you're back to normal. Coco, which link are you looking for? Recipe of the day. So all the links are always in the description of this video. I know sometimes it's hard to see while we're live. If you click share on this video and share this video to your wall, all the links will magically appear at the top. Also, I always try to drop the links that we're talking about into the comments. Hi, Mom. Mom's here. So recipe of the day is in the comments, and I'll drop it again for you. Boom. And then here's the float repair tape. So I haven't bought anything in the last few days, which is crazy. I mean, groceries. Because it seems like I have a constant delivery, Amazon delivery coming to my house. So I didn't have anything else to recommend. But what I decided to do was see, you know, Amazon tracks your purchases like literally forever. So I was like, I wonder what the first thing I purchased on Amazon was. So I went back and looked. And you know what? It's still available. Crazy, right? First thing I ever bought. And I loved. I used it for years. In 2010, Crazy Pants. Kim says, ooh, maybe I can fix the leak up in my roof. Maybe. I don't know. Worth trying, I guess. I bought this personal coffee brewer from Hamilton Beach. And I told her it was like pre-Keurig. And I loved it. And I used it a lot. Anyway, if anybody wants it, it's still available. And it's really cheap. Well, I don't know if really cheap. Let me see how cheap. $26. I mean, for a personal coffee maker, totally decent. Anyway, just thought you were curious. Everybody needs to know what you're... Go back, you guys. This is your mission for Monday. Go back and tell me... I'm going to write this down so I can remember to ask you guys. What was the first thing you ever purchased on Amazon? I'm curious. Oh, wrong notebook. That's my work notebook. That is also the wrong notebook. Okay, first thing on Amazon. Did Facebook just bugger out because, like, all of a sudden there's almost nobody watching? That's really weird. Or did I just get really boring? Which is also entirely possible. Sorry, I have to keep that in the frame or I blow out. First thing on Amazon. Okay. Next thing. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Laura. Okay, it's so funny. Laura says the first thing she bought was a mannequin head for haircutting class. Okay, I have to laugh because the second thing I ever bought was a mannequin head. It wasn't with hair though. It was a bald one, and I used to sell knit caps on Etsy, and so it was to make sure I had like the human head the right size, and I used to use them to take pictures. Isn't that funny? What a weird coincidence. You freaked me out for a minute when you said mannequin head. I was like, is she in my Amazon account? How does she know that? Really, 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 really. I'll show you. I will show you exactly what it is. I've got it pulled up right here. Dun, 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 dun. In 2010. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder if it's still even available. Styrofoam mannequin head by hair. Oh, it's not available anymore. If I can figure out how to leave a picture of it, I will. But yeah, mannequin head. Fun times. Okay. Last link to chat about is the cookbook. And we won't talk about it for very long, but I do want to say today is Friday, which means it's payday for a lot of you, which means if you would like show me a little love, you can by getting my cookbook. It's awesome. You'll like it. Worth every penny. Put the link in the comments. It's a pantry cooking cookbook. Teaches you how to stock your pantry. Teaches you how to prep your pantry. Prep your proteins. And then it gives you 75 plus, good morning, Miss Michelle, 75 plus recipes to cook from that, oh geez, I keep doing it, from that stocked pantry. Perfect for now, when it's a pain in the butt to go to the grocery store all the time. Perfect for people like me, who just does not have meal planning in my DNA. It means that if I've got my pantry, if I've shopped, take a picture with my phone and show us. Oh, I can do that. What did I just do with my phone? If you're like me and you don't, and you just can't, make sure I don't get any personal information. There we go. Okay, $13. Look at it. There we go. Can you see it? Mannequin head, 2010. Anyway, so yeah, if you're not a meal planner, but you also need to get meals on the table and, you know, you need like 30 minutes notice, this is perfect. Teaches you how to, I did it again. Teaches you how to shop. And, yeah, you can make any one of the recipes as long as you have followed the grocery list, which is really simple. And they're really easy, yummy recipes, family friendly. Okay, now that we're done with that, yay, Michelle's an 8. That's awesome. Karen's first Amazon purchase was an iPod case. Good morning, Sherry. I keep doing this with my lipstick. I'm wearing gloss today, not the stick-on one. So it spreads. Okay. Several folks asked for a garden tour. So we're going to do that. Let's go to the garden. So we had a massive storm yesterday. Let's hope the Wi-Fi stretches. We had a massive storm yesterday. And some of the plants maybe got a little bit pummeled. But I will show you. This is why I put these, the plants where I did. So all my plants are under this big tree situation, right? So it's kind of canopied. And I did that because we have these massive storms. And I know from experience that if they don't have partial cover, my plants get just absolutely destroyed. So, all right, so last week I repotted all the tomatoes. So these are all tomato plants right here. They look okay. I don't know. They're all from seeds, so I feel like things grow slow, right? I don't know. Ooh, I just got bit. Okay, these took the most beating. These are my bean plants. I think it's probably a little bit hard to tell. But I've got lots of little baby beans growing, which I'm actually not thrilled about. I don't know if you can see any of them. Here we go. Here's a little baby bean. Can you see it? Where are we? Right there. They're cute little baby beans. I'm actually not super thrilled about it because I'd planned on transplanting these into bigger pots before they started beaning up on me. And I just don't know if these little pots can support them. This is my mango tree. This is from a mango seed from the grocery store. And then I just planted another mango seed this weekend. So hopefully that'll come up. Let's see. This is... Where's my little... This is some kind of pepper over here. Here we go. This is... Okay, so this is jalapeno peppers. We got a bunch of jalapeno peppers growing. This is summer squash over here. Okay, so these are all, and I was very careful when I planted to keep everything sorted nicely. Yeah, see, they're all falling over. These were all standing up. These were all standing up, actually, now they're falling over. So I was very careful when I planted, and I only kept, you know, I sorted the seeds, and I only planted one type at a time, and I always keep them grouped. So I think there was a mistake in my seed bag because these are eggplant. Eggplant seeds actually look almost exact same as pepper seeds if anyone's planted them from seed. So I think there's some pepper seeds mixed in with my eggplant seeds because you can see some of them have very different leaves that look just like pepper plants. So this looks like a pepper plant to me. And this with the rounded leaf looks like an eggplant. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So these all got repotted this weekend too. And then, ooh, sugar booger. That's my cilantro. It's not looking so hot. I don't know if cilantro's gonna work. Ooh, shepherd's pie tonight. Love it. Mom made our beef stew in the crock pot. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, this is another squash. So I'm feeling the same. Oh, here, wait, let's go over here first. This is another pepper. This is a bunch of sweet peppers. These are slow growers too. I don't know. I don't think I've ever grown peppers from seed before, so I don't know the timeline on them real well. Oh, let's hope they give us some tomatoes, Andrea. I really hope so. Okay, so this is another squash plant. And like I said, I'm on the fence about these too, because I kind of wanted to move them one more time before they flowered, but they're flowering, so I guess it kind of is what it is. I don't really want to move them once they've flowered. And then here's a third squash. So I have 3 different kinds of squash. I think one's a zucchini and 2 are summer squash variations, but honestly, I don't really remember. So I guess we'll find out if they fruit. And these are our okra, which is funny because okra is the one thing I've never ever had trouble growing in the past. And they're just not doing so hot right now. I don't know, these ones look okay. I need to get these in the ground though, or in a better pot. These ones look like hell. So, I don't know. I have a feeling these are getting dumped on more water than intended. So yeah, so that's our garden. And then my husband planted the banana trees. So we'll see if they do anything. They seem to have transplanted nicely, but they're little. So I don't know. We'll see what they do. Peppers take time. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. Good to know. So yeah, that's our little garden. We'll see if it actually produces anything. I don't know. Do you guys have garden? Who's gardening? I want to hear about your gardens. What are you gardening? What are you growing? Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? I don't know the rest of that, but anyway. So yeah, I'm excited for tonight. Oh, I got rain on my iPad. Do you have everything in pots or do you move them into the ground? So I have everything in pots. Oh, sorry, boobs. I have everything in pots this year. So I haven't gardened in the last few years. The last time I gardened was probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I put it in the ground for the first time, and I think it was a combination of errors. I put it in the ground. I planted more than I was ready to, than I was really prepared to, and then we had a super hot and dry summer. And I spent so much money and so much time in this garden, and it was a total bust, and it was really frustrating. So, the year before, though, I had a very successful garden, and it was all potted, so that's kind of why I went back to potted this year. So, I think, though, now that I know things will grow in that spot, I think if we do a garden next year, which we'll see, let's see if this one even produces, right? If we do a garden next year, though, I think maybe we'll put some garden boxes in that area so I'm not constantly repotting. The other thing is, too, I just don't have enough soil right now. I need to order more soil. I wish we had a truck so that I could put some, bulk soil in the bed of a truck, but I don't. So I order the big giant bags. Anyway, Shannon says, been popping in and out making homemade sourdough cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Thanks, Andrea. Colleen says, I have tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and Brussels sprouts. Ooh, it's too warm here for Brussels sprouts. That sounds really good, though. Olivia's doing zucchini, pumpkins, cucumbers, corn, tomatoes, beans, carrots, lettuce, spinach, watermelon, cantaloupe, cabbage, and more. But Facebook's not showing me the whole thing. Giselle says, we garden, love the idea of pots. We have a pretty large area and share produce with friends and family. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Dana says, in southern Arizona, growing tomatoes, peppers, cantaloupe, cucumber, onion, garlic. Oh, I love it. And we have several fruit trees. Yeah, so we do have a few fruit trees. So we have a cherry bush. So in Florida, we don't grow true cherries. They're like a tropical cherry. And they're not even really related to the cherries that we, think of as cherries. But they are so delicious. And it actually grows as a bush and not a tree. Although sometimes they'll prune them into a tree style. But, oh, they're so good. And then we have a peach tree, which we usually get 2 or 3 peaches off of, even though it grows about 100, because literally right before I'm about to pick them all, the night before, the squirrels come out and eat them, which is really frustrating. Robin says, you can rent a truck for a day with U-Haul. You can, but that's more work than I'm willing to do right now for this garden. And then what else do we have? I have a kumquat tree. And 1 year it produced and gave me tons of kumquats, and they were delicious. And that was the end of that. But I think I don't fertilize it enough. Kim is growing sunflowers. Oh, we should plant sunflowers. That's a good idea. Sunflowers grow really well here. Marla says slow growing season in Colorado, so it's a long wait for produce. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, and then we just planted the banana trees, obviously. So we had apple trees before, and they died. We had tropical apple trees, and they grew the cutest little bitty baby apples. Dana says pomegranate trees do awesome, and it's harder for the birds to eat. Ooh, can we grow pomegranate trees here? We did used to also have a mango tree, although mangoes take about 7 years before they start producing. And I was on year 3, and I forgot to bring it in when we had a freeze, because you can't put them into the ground until they're like several years old. So anyway, that died. So bummer. But I'm hoping this year is a good year. I love tomatoes. I really hope the tomatoes. I just love cherry tomatoes. All of our tomatoes are cherry tomatoes. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, guys, you're gorgeous. I love you. Happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go spread some joy. Be kind to people. Please, please, please just be kind and loving and accepting. And let's, counteract the terrible news that's going on right now. So y'all are gorgeous. Just have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing weekend. How do you plant a money tree? I will let you know as soon as I learn that, Carrie. Mom says our mango tree had 40 last year and only 3 this year. Yeah, that happens. All right, guys. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. I love you. Stay safe. Stay home. Wear a mask. All that fun stuff. Social distance. Just be careful and kind and whatever. I don't even know it anymore. I just don't. But I'm counting on you to be good people. That's all I gotta say.